It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Watson on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5. He decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off near the 42. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. Steeler touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
But now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Watson throwing after the interception. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? The 31-yard line. That'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The ball carrier.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down, Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That's the end of the first.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss, 31 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gannon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Gannon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun. Gannon escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. first down carry for Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
18-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
Down at the 14.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Gannon. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Derrick Henry there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. That one complete to Hill. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal at the 8-yard line.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Gannon. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And going deep for Hill. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Watson, he's going to go up top again. And Watson throws another interception. Picked off near the 29. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Another nice job there defensively. They've had it bottled up throughout this game. They used their scouting really well, but they've executed even better throughout this game. Their job now, don't relax, and all of a sudden, give them a chance to break off a big one.
He'll air this. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Staying on the ground on first with Camara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And touchdown! Evan Ingram, 47 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Javon Curse able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Operating from the gun, Gannon. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense is... And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught, fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That'll be a gain of 16. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Gannon. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for him. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
With the score.
Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The Steelers send out their punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. This will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And in a relative... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. And in the middle, and it's complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off play action. Gannon. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, it winds up getting buried for the loss. Looking to throw on second down. Gannon. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, Gannon completes it to the tight end, Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Fumble on the play.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Flushed out right. They're going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
10-10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Gannon. His throw is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Off-play action. Gannon. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Incomplete. A turnover will really help there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Off the play fake. Gannon. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn it. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earned it. At the front of this line.
intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 35, our home team 21.
First and 10, Watson. And quick throw here, that's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put him in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.